Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there.
She is back. She was just away somewhere in a distant universe, distant cosmos, allowing herself to be used as a vessel for the consciousness of, it felt like a consortium of guides, but also it felt like it was Vishnu coming through.
It is definitely a very good energy. I'm still kind of there. I'm still floating, so you'll have to excuse me. Mike is going to carry this one, and I haven't even heard the channeling yet, but there is an enormous amount of healing coming through these frequencies, and those frequencies that we're going to listen to. And I would just encourage anyone, if these words, what I'm hearing now, if these words are speaking to you, this is an energy that I call piggybacking. And this is when guides and angels and other spirits in the spirit realm want to get in on the information to have access to give it to you for beneficial purposes.
And before we get going, I just want to ask everybody to subscribe to both channels, EEARTS and also over on Evolutionary Energy Arts. Both have unique videos that go up on them. We do want to might as well thank our Patreons for their support. Also those that are supporting us on Ko-Fi, either with a one-time donation or monthly donations, just like you could on Patreon. And do check out Medicinal Foods. There's a link at the top of every video. Use coupon code EEA. It will get you a discount. It also does support the channel and allows us to keep doing these things and sharing with you guys. So, is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream? Well, we're going to give you this message, and we were doing mantras. We decided, okay, what else do we got to get done with today? Because we are done for the day seeing clients. Cindy had charts and things like that we were doing. And so we decided we'll do mantras and then maybe do some Qigong after, and then see if we have inspiration for a video. And, as often happens, the mantras lead to a channeling, which leads to a video, which is a blessing, because this is stuff that we feel very good about because it's coming from a very, very high place.
It really does, and I can't stress enough, the energy that I'm being given now is a very healing type of energy, specifically when it comes to the emotional realm, emotional healing. So this is what it feels like, tuning into this energy. It's like a flow. It's like a river of information, and you just sort of flow with it, and you take what really helps you, and you hold on to that.
Absolutely. And so before we go any farther, I will connect and we'll give you this channeling. Namaste.
Namaste.
How are you?
We are well. You have been calling in the energies of Sandalphon and Vishnu. We are giving this channel the ability to see through the eyes of Vishnu, bringing an understanding to the changes in consciousness of your beings. We can see many changes going on in your reality. Many things are confusing and not understood by your people. All of these injustices that are viewed through the lens of the human being are, in fact, taking you to the light of understanding. It is helping you curve to the road of consciousness. As this being channels through the eyes of Vishnu, even she has a limited understanding of how this planet comes into being, how this planet moves its energies. It is not easily understood how we come back out of this darkness that you find yourselves in. As the soul falls from its place, it falls into one dreamland, one reality after the next. It becomes a dream within a dream within a dream, as this is something that is taught on your fifth density. Waking up from your dreams in this world is a blessing and a curse. Waking up means that you understand the veil in which is holding you back from a deeper understanding. The curse is that deeper understanding that other entities remain to stay in the dark and hold other souls down in this darkness. One must find deeper understanding and the ability to come to the realization that this darkness that beings are choosing to remain in ultimately will bring them back to the light. Looking through the eyes of Vishnu, this consciousness sees much chaos, much hurt, much pain. We do wish to assure you that these visions will change along with consciousness and understandings that there is light in every corner of darkness on this planet. This is deliberately designed to bring people back to the light if they so choose. These soul contracts are not understood through your being. The soul contracts are written at a much higher level of understanding, written through the eyes of one moment. This channel is becoming overwhelmed. These soul contracts are written through the eyes of the Creator. It does not always come to pass that there is understanding in your human nature of these contracts. Even though there is not an understanding of contracts, does not mean that they were not written. your souls, your beings have much purpose that is being evolved lifetime after lifetime, ultimately bringing it back to the source of all of these understandings, all of these teachings, lessons, those lessons that are perceived as good and bad, all come back to the source of all. This consciousness I don't know if we can hold her energy. This consciousness that sees through the eyes we are unfortunately going to have to break this connection. This is too
So we had to cut it at that point. But hopefully you guys gleaned something from this, as, that saying that we are living in a dream within a dream within a dream. And how deep in does it go? That is the reality of this. What we had gotten earlier this week was that sometimes dreams are looking for answers. They're playing out different possibilities, probabilities. Sometimes you're working through healing you need to receive at a deeper level. Things that are traumatic to you, that you might not even realize were so traumatic to you, need to be replayed so that we can understand in its entirety. And other times, these dreams are really just simply alternate realities. You could view them as another stop at a different location on the multiverse where perhaps you had taken a different path. And you're getting a glimpse of what that would have looked like. And so, this is the bigger picture going on. And ultimately, even though it might take in our Earth years eons upon eons, time spans, again, that in Earth years almost seem inconceivable. Yet again, time is a construct of this particular aspect of reality in and of itself. And many have felt that and gotten a touch of that. But ultimately, we will all return to source at some point in time, even those beings that apparently are lost. And they can stay lost, so to speak, for very, very long periods of time again. We've run into beings that have had traumatic deaths and that have been trapped in an in-between state for, in some cases, hundreds of years. Whereas normally they would go through an afterlife processing and just work through all the traumas in the 4D, which is the norm. And then in many cases, plan on what they want to do next. As I've shared with you guys, my mom died 3 years ago now, but she's already deep into her plans to reincarnate on the planet. And she was somebody that never traveled far, hardly ever left Connecticut. Well, maybe trips to New York City or New Jersey to see family members, but no expansive travel. And now she's planning on incarnating on the other side of the planet. And, again, it's the soul's journey is the bigger thing here. It's the soul's journey. Each one of these lives is just a different chapter in an extremely long book.
A very, very important chapter. You'll have to excuse me again. I'm still dealing in these energies, but it's the of this whole channeling. We're working with the emotional aspect of things, and even if you don't understand the why behind things, just know that you are healing. Your emotions are bringing you to a place of healing, and it's the pain that gets our attention, but it's also that pain that helps us heal and release those energies that no longer serve us. So it's about giving ourselves that love, understanding, and appreciation for what we're doing, because it's not really an easy thing, especially when we have all the chaos going on that we do. So I think that's all that I have.
So it's said that we're living in Vishnu's dream, and as we're looking through the eyes of the creator of this universe, seeing things, if we could just get a glimpse of the wisdom that is contained therein. Again, being within a dream, within a dream, within a dream, and how deep does that go? How deep down that rabbit hole, so to speak, does it go? As we have so many different layers to our bodies, the physical body is just that densest layer. And as we saw with that other one here, you see this rope coming out from the umbilical cord, that which tethers the astral to the physical, so to speak. And again, it goes on in other densities. As we shed the physical body, consciousness doesn't stop. No, it just kind of retracts away from the physical shell. And in doing so, it's able to actually view a little bit more. And in meditation, we could train ourselves to go up into the higher densities. And, there are those that can touch fifth density now in meditation, perhaps even higher. And this is part of our true nature, which is multidimensional. We are beings that are made to operate on many different densities. And yet, being the creator of this particular universe within a multiverse of infinite different universes, countless worlds, we all have some of this creator within us. And so, we are able to connect through this particular being, because again, it's said that Vishnu is dreaming this world and all these worlds into existence within this particular universe. Here you see again Vishnu dreaming the universe, or Vishnu sleeping on Ananta. And that's off of a temple in Uttar Pradesh. So it's fascinating, because when we see Max Planck, one of the fathers of modern quantum physics, all matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force. We must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter. So yes, we are living in a matrix, and that matrix is the mind of the creator. And yet we have this counterfeit system being made to try to keep as many souls within its matrix as possible. But ultimately, it's just a tiny little sliver of the bigger matrix, which is ultimately, we can go back to source. And so here you have a picture of baby Krishna and his mother looking surprised, because it is said that there was one point in time when little Krishna opened his mouth and his mom looked into his mouth and saw the entire universe inside. Again, the entire universe is within each one of us, because ultimately we are all a piece of this greater consciousness. So we want to thank you guys once again for being part of the family. Please do share your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences. And if you have any topics that you want us to go deeper into, please do share that as well. As always, much love, God bless, and namaste.